and the president of UN, the Fulanis. How do you expect them to act or to react or say something over the massacre, the killings in the east? But you see them reacting over what has happened in Borno. Is Borno people human being? Yes. But the Easterners are their humans.
The UN have come out to react as regards the massacre in Borno State just recently, and a lot of Biafrans have come out and said this is bad. It shows that the UN are not ready to recognize Biafra as regards the killings. For years in the southeast, we've never heard the UN come out to talk about this. But anything happen in the northern part of Nigeria, we hear the UN come out to talk about it. Is it that the UN is dominated by the Muslim? What is your take as regards the UN coming to react as regards them? Do you think that they will ever recognize Biafra?
Now listen good. Glory be to God for what is happening, and it's showing a good signal to all the Biafrans in the whole world. Listen good. When you are fighting for freedom, you stand up and fight for freedom because you need freedom. Fight like one that needed freedom. The massacre that took place in Borno State is what the United Nations is reacting upon. But massacres have been going on in the East. They have not said anything. And this shows a good signal to the Eastern that you are your own or you are your own. The UN no send you, they don't care. Do you know what? Who is the president of the UN? Who is controlling UN? Who are the people managing UN? UN is comprises of the Islam. Out of 100, 70 to 75% of them were what? We are Fulanis. And the president of UN, the Fulanis. How do you expect them to act or to react or say something over the massacre, the killings in the east? But you see them reacting over what has happened in Borno. Is Borno people human being? Yes. But the Easterners are their human? No. Before the UN. Was it not the same UN who issued 6 months warning to Nigeria to release Mazen Nnamdi? You understand? By now, if UN is working seriously in accordance according to the law per se, Nigeria is supposed to be in a state whereby they will be facing serious what banned by the international bodies. Nigeria is supposed to be facing serious suspension from international bodies for not abiding by the warning or instructions that come from the UN. That is known as the United Nations, who are meant to stand for the integrity and the human rights of a person and the people, to defend it. This shows that the Easterners, it is the high time and the right time that everyone from the East, everyone as a Biafran, this is the high time you should stand up and unite. Let's pursue this thing and get it. Israel pursued their own. That is why Netanyahu said it. He said to UN, and that is why UN doesn't have respect where Netanyahu is today. Why? Because Netanyahu have seen it that the people you say I should look at or look upon are the group of the Fulanis, comprises of them, and they are not doing things the way it's supposed to. They are not following it the way it should. So why should I listen to them? Why should I take advice from them? Why are you referring me to them? Before me, as long as I am concerned, they don't exist. That is Netanyahu for you. And that is why whenever UN speaks to him, he doesn't pay attention. Because I could remember one time, Mazen Nnamdi even said that UN is no longer UN. And they are losing their respect and they are losing their value. Look at it. So you are talking so they can speak. But all the mass killings that have been going on in the East, they have not said anything. Are we not human beings? No wonder they have not come out to say anything concerning the declaration that took place in Finland, and the one that Ojukwu declared one time in 1967 up to date. They have not said anything regards to that. So the Biafrans, I'm using this opportunity in diaspora, wherever you are watching, or you are going to watch, or you hear. It is high time you come in unity with your brother, with your sister. Let's fight and get our rights. If you are waiting or looking onto UN are Fulanis, and they are Nigeria, and they can never give you what you want. Neither can they speak to your own favor. Stand up and fight and get your freedom by yourself.
But a lot of people have come out and said that the UN consists of the Muslim nation, the Arabic people. So what's your take as regards? Do you think this is why they are not talking as regards the South East because
I've
they are
said
Christian?
it before, yes. I said it. They are Fulanis. So they are not saying anything, and you don't expect them to say anything.
So they are dominated by Fulanis.
Yeah, they are dominated by Fulanis. They are dominated by the Islam. How do you expect them to now speak? How do you expect them to talk? And for your information, let me tell you now, very soon now they will take over. They will take over England. As it's going now, they are going to take over England. There will in time to come, they will Islamize England, the British. They will Islamize them. And that's just it. So anybody from the southeast, anybody from the east, anybody from Biafra should stand up now. Do not wait for UN. And do not ask anything from UN. And don't request anything from UN. Neither you depend on them nor rely on them. There is no hope from them, for they are not ready to give you one. So stand up and fight for it. With God's grace and God's backup, we will get it.
With God's grace and God's backup,
we will get what we want.
Okay, so is it not high time the governors, come together, the Southeast governor come together, and they will say this severally and put a stop to this menace in terms of insecurity there in the Southeast? Or the Vietnam, they can't come out in the court and say, give me that opportunity, and the Southeast there in this insecurity there in the Southeast will stop. What's your take as regards?
It is time the Southeast governors, but the Southeast governor you are talking about, who are they? They are the Fulani Igbos. They are working for Fulanis. They are slaves. You understand? They don't have a word of their own. So there is no way they can fight. There is no way they can stand out. There is no way they can come out a kind of to act or to react or to join. No. So the people I'm talking to, not even them, I'm not referring to them. I'm referring to me and you. Because those governors can never. Let's take a look at, even before now that we are agitating for this, before the agitation, we used to have series of governors as Nigerian governor. What has happened? I want you to tell me, mention point one positivity that has come from them before now. Nothing. So I'm not looking in the angle of the governor. I'm looking at the angle of the people. Because governor is one person, but the people are majority. So let the people rise, let the people stand up, let the people wake up. Let's be together and work together in one mind, in one heart, and pursue this thing. And we will get it by the grace of God. Yes, we will get it. People, many nations suffer that way and get it.
But someone said that if UN is not recognizing Biafra, so who will? If the UN as an organization cannot stand to recognize Biafra, so who will?
Time is coming, let me tell you this. Time is coming when many nations, people will pull out from UN. Just the same way people are pulling out from ECOWAS. People will pull out from UN. Go and mark my word. Time is coming when nations will pull out from UN. because they are not going in accordance of the law or how it should. They are selecting, and which it doesn't supposed to be so. They are selecting, and it doesn't supposed to work that way. You understand? So with the time, so the people that we support, when we, like I have said, we stand, God will give us that support which He has started, and nations will rise by fire, by force. There will be force. The need will rise, and we will stand. And that time, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have already said it. The UN has been already been bought over. They are no longer the UN that they used to know. They are not that UN that we used to know, that used to stand on the truth before. They are no more that UN. You understand? So, and now I am seeing it with what has happened, with what they have said, with what they have done. Have you ever seen them said anything based on what happened in the East? But now, Borno State, they are speaking. That is to tell you that hatred still remains even from the UN. Why? Because they are what? Fulanis. Dominated by the Islam.
We made the first video where we were talking about the president inviting Nathaniel Bassey to go and perform at his inauguration and be the person to lead prayer and lead worship in that inauguration. So many of us were happy, so many of us were proud, so many of us were excited, to the point where I've seen on social media where governors across Nigeria, top people are congratulating Nathaniel Bassey for that invite. It's trending. It is a very massive update that shows that Nigeria is honored and Nigeria is recognized and Nigeria is respected. But today I want to shock you with even more, because the president of America apparently is inviting more Nigerians. There will be more Nigerians at that inauguration. That's the good news I want us to discuss today. More Nigerians are expected to be at the inauguration of the president of America. Ha! Nigeria, if to say all of them are Yahoo boys as they claim you people are, if all of you people are not good people as they claim, why will the president be inviting more Nigeria? You know the fear? You know the fear that somebody go come collect one of his in Nigeria go come do Yahoo inside the inauguration. You know the fear? So the inauguration of the president of America is coming up this January, about barely few days from now, barely, like probably 9 days from now. The president will be sworn into office, as in he go collect his stature as the president of America. Currently, just call him the president-elect. And whether you are a Nigerian or an African or a Pan-African or not, the president of America is very important to every country in the world, because his decisions can influence your life. His decision can influence your freedom. His decision can influence your business. His decision can influence everything. That's why every time there's election in America, the whole world is involved. Everybody wants to get involved because they know that this is an important matter to the global safety of human beings. You get it? For those of you who are asking me, why are you talking about the president of America? How it concern Nigeria? How it concern us? It concerns us. It concerns you. Make I tell you for your face. It concerns you. If you like, go they play. Okay. So, we made the first video where we were talking about the president inviting Nathaniel Bassey to go and perform at his inauguration and be the person to lead prayer and lead worship in that inauguration. So many of us were happy, so many of us were proud, so many of us were excited, to the point where I've seen on social media where governors across Nigeria, top people are congratulating Nathaniel Bassey for that invite. It's trending. It is a very massive update that shows that Nigeria is honored and Nigeria is recognized and Nigeria is respected. But today I want to shock you with even more, because the president of America apparently is inviting more Nigerians. There will be more Nigerians at that inauguration. That's the good news I want us to discuss today. More Nigerians are expected to be at the inauguration of the president of America. Ha! Nigeria, if to say all of them are Yahoo boys as they claim you people are, if all of you people are not good people as they claim, why will the president be inviting more Nigeria? You know the fear? You know the fear that somebody go come collect one of his a Nigerian go come do Yahoo inside the inauguration. You know the fear? That one is for those who think that Nigerians are not wanted. So if you are still in your small corner, in your small country, insignificant country for that matter, thinking that you want to chase Nigerians away, Nigerians are not needed, Nigerians are not wanted around people, then you have failed, because the top most important people in the world want more Nigerians around them. So isn't that surprising to you? You are making noise on social media, you don't want Nigerians. Nigerians this, Nigerians that, Nigerians up, Nigerians down. Look at yourself, look at your life, examine your life. You get it? So beside Nathaniel Bassey, I'm getting information on my desk that Snatch, I mean not Snatch, Waymaker girl, you know the Waymaker? Yes. This girl, this woman rather, she is one of the pioneers of the gospel music industry in the world. One of the biggest musicians when it comes to glorifying God in the world. And information is reaching our decks that she is invited to perform at that inauguration as well. Sinacho. As a Nigerian Sinacho. The girl from Nigeria. You see how far Nigerians they go. Invited to sing and perform for the President of America. Now, there will be more Nigerian dignitaries that will be present there, because the President of America is currently inviting leaders from all over the world for this particular inauguration. We are seeing people who will be coming from China, people will be coming from Russia, people will be coming from Europe, France, every single, wherever is important. And Trump is not even inviting everybody, because I saw information that the state governors of America, they are not even invited. So he did not even invite the governor of Georgia, governor of Texas, governor of all those states. They don't even invite the governors. Yet they skip go to invite Nigerians. They skip go to invite people from other. And we haven't heard him invited anybody from any other African country. We have not heard that the President of America has invited any other Africans. We are not hearing anybody from Ghana, anybody from South Africa, anybody from any African country invited to that inauguration. But how many Nigerians are going to be there? Ask yourself question. How many Nigerians they go this inauguration? How many Nigerians go perform there? How many Nigerians go be part of this prestigious event? One of the biggest events in the world. How many Nigerians? But we don't get any other person from other African country. Other people from America are being ignored, and you're telling me we should be quiet. We should not hail the Nigerians that are being invited. We should not act as if this means something. That's what you're telling us? No, now look at small Ghana president inauguration. See how people were invited. See how they shake the Africa. See how leaders were coming from left and right. How more of America president inauguration? Am I saying that America is too important more than Africa? Yes, whether you like it or not, is the truth. It's so far right now, we want to be Africa to get to that level where Africa is as important as them. But as it stands now then they decide many things for us. So we are struggling to change that. The first thing to solving a problem is to admitting that there is a problem. That is the first step. And so once you start seeing that you are being invited to places like this, you are being honored in places where others are not honored, that's where you begin to understand that your value and your potential is becoming big. You begin to understand that you are becoming a powerful person, an influential person. And that's what we keep telling ourselves every day, that Nigeria is getting recognized. Nigeria is getting the position it deserves. They are beginning to discover that they must treat Nigerians accordingly. They must respect Nigerians. They must give Nigeria the honor it deserves. And for all Africans who think that this is all about Nigeria, you're making a very big mistake. You see, Nigeria is a strategic country for the rest of Africa. And the earlier Africans know this, the better for Africans. Nigeria is the pivot. Nigeria is the main arm. Nigeria is the Odogu. Because when all political influence have to work in Africa, Nigeria has to be part of it. That's why you see France is struggling and leaving other African countries. They are chasing France away from other countries in Africa. But France is putting all their power and all their effort to build a better relationship with Nigeria. to show Nigeria that we can be good people. So many people are just saying, Nigeria is going to work with France where other countries are chasing France away. You don't understand what is going on. So what if France now is now trying to use Nigeria to show other African countries that they are now becoming better? They want to have better relationship with Africa. What if Nigeria is now using the France? In case you don't know. What if Nigeria is... Did you know that France is the top buyer of crude oil from Nigeria? France is the highest spender from Europe, all over the world. Now France buy from Nigeria pass. So what if Nigeria, they play smart, they use the France? So they know the role Nigeria has to play. People don't understand, they don't want to think deep. You get it? The most important thing for Nigeria now is to have market, to sell their oil, sell their crude oil, do their business, make more money, because the economy has to rise.